Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about how to master your shadow side. And as much as I tried to get this filmed during the daylight hours, maybe it's appropriate that it's already dark out. So let's delve right in. So you may be asking yourself, do I have a dark side? And the answer is yes, we all do. It's just part of being human. A lot of people think of the shadow side as the unconscious mind, but I think it's more like those parts about ourselves that we don't like, that we're ashamed of, that we hide from the rest of the world. The suppression of the shadow self begins in childhood, where our parents and society oftentimes criticize us and make us feel guilty for certain behaviors and thoughts and attitudes. Now, don't get me wrong, parents do need to teach their children how to behave, but oftentimes parents take it a little too far and they want their child to be someone they're not. We should allow children to just be themselves, so long as they're not doing things that are really destructive or just bad, evil. But oftentimes society makes us think that we can't be a certain way because other people aren't that way, and that's just not the case. They call this shadow work, and in my memoir, I like to call it facing my own inner demons. And don't worry, it's not scary. Okay, maybe it is just a little bit scary. And that's because we're really delving into the deep darkness of our own psyche. But it's only by embracing our shadow self instead of ignoring it are we able to harness our true powers and use it to improve our lives. Carl Jung, the famous psychoanalyst, once wrote, "Everyone carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. If it is suppressed, it never gets corrected and is liable to burst forth suddenly in a moment of unawareness, thwarting our most well-meant intentions." Sounds to me like if you don't do some shadow work, it could just ruin your life. Those little goblins, they want attention somehow, right? They're going to come out eventually. Doing shadow work involves shedding light on your dark side. I like to think of it as taking all the skeletons out of your closet and flipping on the lights and really examining them, looking at them, studying them. And you can't really get rid of those skeletons in your closet. That's part of you. That's part of your past, mistakes you've made or whatnot. So I just dress mine up in designer clothes and catalog and organize them and then just leave the closet open. And the best part about doing shadow work is I can't be blackmailed. I mean, if somebody comes to me with something that happened in my past, I go, yeah, wow, that was a really great night. Or, yeah, not my finest hour. Or, wow, that was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. But it doesn't matter because I don't feel guilty or ashamed of it anymore because I've done my shadow work. Now, you're going to want to proceed with caution when you do shadow work, and you may want to start with healing your inner child before you do shadow work. And if you're interested, I did a video about that, and I will leave a link to that in the description box. But the reason you want to do inner child healing first is because oftentimes our traumas and everything from childhood leave us with a very, very low self-esteem. And when you start delving into all your past mistakes, it's going to make you feel worse about yourself. So start with inner child healing and then move on to shadow work. Now you might wonder, where do I even start to do shadow work? Well, just look at all the people around you. People act as mirrors to us, okay? And if you are judging someone for their actions, then that's probably something that you need to work on. If you hate someone or you abhor them, then most likely that's something that you need to fix within yourself. If you start to look at every person that comes across your path as someone that is meant to teach you something, some lesson that you need to learn, and you look at them as if you're looking in a mirror, then that's a great place to start. So if we can't suppress our shadow side, what do we do with it? Well, one of the best ways is to channel your dark side into creativity, whether that's music, writing, art. I mean, think about Stephen King and his novels. That guy's worth 500 million, don't forget that. So if you've already read my memoir, you will know how obsessed I am with tarot cards. And this video about mastering your shadow side reminds me of a certain card from the tarot deck, the Chariot card. Now, the Chariot card is number 7 in the major arcana, and it stands for victory, success, determination, willpower, and control. So take a look at this Chariot card. This is from the Light Seers tarot deck, and as you can see, there's a guy on a chariot, and it's being drawn by a white and a black horse. And this is very symbolic because the only way to victory and success is to master your shadow side, because you're going to need that black horse wherever you're going. Thanks so much for watching my video today, and please be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with all of your friends. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by and visiting my world. See you next time.